My car's just had a wee. Hi there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's episode we're going to be tackling another job on the Mk7 Fiesta. Now you may remember from a previous episode I had to sort out and replace a dodgy fuel injector on the engine. Now whilst I believe that I've sorted out that particular problem, I've not actually driven the car out on the road to give it a thorough test, and the reason for that is because the car has actually been struggling to start. Now, having given this problem a bit of thinking and having spoken to a couple of my friends, I've actually come to the conclusion that the likely culprit is a dodgy starter motor. So what I'm going to be doing in this particular episode is taking the existing starter off and putting on a second-hand one that I've managed to obtain from one of my mates. So hopefully that'll all go smoothly. We can get this car started up and we can actually give it a proper test drive. So hope you enjoy the video. Let's get straight into it. So now with the driver's front wheel off, you can now see the starter motor. So that's what we're going to be removing. Alright, so just to demonstrate what's going on at the moment. Hear that clicking sound? Wait. Like that. And it's just then tried to turn over. So the car does fire into life, as you can hear, but it's definitely struggling to start for sure. So of course the first thing to do before tackling any major electrical work on a car is to disconnect the battery at the negative terminal end. So just buried behind the driver's front wheel, there's our starter motor just there. Now just looking at it, I can see that there is one bolt just there that holds it on, but when you actually look at the replacement starter that we've got here, that's this one here, that's the equivalent hole, but you can also see at the top here you've got these two holes. And when you look back here and zoom back in again, they're right at the top here, and at the minute from this angle I've got no visibility of them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the battery and the battery compartment out the engine bay. We'll get those out and see if we can get better visibility. So we'll disconnect the positive terminal, and then we've got to get this battery brace off, which looks like it's held on by a couple of nuts just there, and then also there's a bolt just there. So the two nuts that were there were 10mm. That one at the back was an 8mm, and now we've got three more in the bottom of the tray, and they're all 10mm. Okay, there's a couple more on the bottom as well. So looking on the underside, it looks like there's one just down there, and then another just there. There's one. There we go. Now is my access any easier? So there is the starter motor, but I don't think that taking this tray out is going to really help all that much. So I think what I'm going to do, we're going to jack the car up on this corner here. We'll take this wheel off and see if we can get some better visibility that way. My car's just had a wee. Right, so now with this wheel off, I think the two bolts is that one and that one down there. And I think actually I can get access to them from above. Right, so looking at it, I think the two bolts are those two there. Right, so I'm going to now see if I can slot the 13mm socket into this space here. there we go. So the next one is a 10 mil.
It's a right snake of a ratchet, this one. Look at this.
Right, okay, so just before I remove the last bolt just here, I'm going to disconnect the two nuts that hold the electrics in place. So you've got this one here, which is a 13 mil, and then one just above this earth strap connection. There's one just tucked up here. It's a 10 mil, so we're going to take these two off first, and then we'll tackle that last one just there.
Right, so all that's left to remove now is that 10 mil bolt. Why is that not coming off? Oh, I don't get that. Why is it not coming off? Right, okay, so this is the disadvantage of working blindly. I've just realised that I've made a silly mistake. So I removed earlier that bolt just at the top there. But what I actually should have done was remove that one that's over there. So I've took out something that I shouldn't have done. No wonder it's not moving. Right, so we need to get socket back in here again.
Right, back on the 10 mil socket again.
There we go.
Bit of a spaghetti junction for that ratchet set. We've managed to do it. We've finally got it off. So here it is then. It's certainly looking very black on the end here. I don't know if there's any significance. Certainly more black than this one, which I've got hold of. So we can scrap that one and we'll get that one fitted. Right, so on the new starter motor, I've noticed in this hole you've got this metal sleeve. Now I've tried getting it out and I can't get it out, and the problem is that the one that was on the old starter motor is actually stuck on the gearbox. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to cut this one down so that I can then obviously have this edge flush up against the gearbox. Otherwise it's going to be sat sort of stuck like that with a big gap where this sleeve is in the way.
Right, let's see if we can get this fitted before it gets too dark. So I'm not going to tighten that first one too tight just yet, because I want to make sure that I can get positioning of the other two on the other side first. So I've got the nut here and I'm going to place it inside the 10 mil socket. 13 mil nut, 13 mil socket. Go on. Excellent. Alright, so I've got that 11 mil to put in there, another one to put in there as well. I guess I ought to put that one back whatever it was meant to be for. Ugh. Right then, that's tight now as well. Just got to do the tightening of the other side now. Right, starter motor is in, but before I start putting the battery tray and stuff back, I think what we'll do is we'll connect the battery up and we'll test it first. Let's fire it up. Let's see. Well, that's a good sign, because it started. See if it does it again. One more.
I think we're good. Right then, okay, so we'll put the battery back properly with the tray now, so we'll do that next. Right, that's the tray secured. Just the negative terminal to go. All right, get the wheels on now. Right, then. I think we should go for a quick drive. I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit nervous about this because this isn't just the test of the starter motor, this is also going to be the test to see whether or not the fuel injector actually works. So let's find out. Good sign so far, it obviously starts. Let's see what it's like to drive. Got no error messages on the dashboard, so that's obviously a good thing. And the starting process, as you just heard, was pretty faultless. So whilst we get the car up to speed and see how well it performs, obviously we want to say a massive thanks to Paul Cox once again, mate, for you to get us the starter motor for this car. You're an absolute legend, mate. I really appreciate the help that you've given to us, all the tips and advice, and the starter motor itself. Seriously, mate, seriously appreciate all your help. So massive thanks to Paul for doing that for us. So if you did like this video, do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Any comments you want to put forward will of course be greatly appreciated. If you would like to check out our other social media platform details and my email address, details of all of those are in the description below, so just have a check of that if you'd like to. And of course, if you would like to give myself and Reggie some support with our channel, Reggie is tucked up in bed of course, by the way, then please hit that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate all the subscriptions and support that you guys can give to us, goes a long way in helping us out. So if you'd like to do that, we'd greatly appreciate it. Right, so I'm going to just come to the roundabout and do a spin back round and go back home. Things are looking pretty promising. Car don't seem to be misbehaving at the minute, so I think we finally got this cracked, and all being well, now that we've got the car of course MOT'd, we can properly use it, which I'm really pleased about. So until next time guys, thank you so much for tuning in and giving us your continued support as ever, and we shall see you in the next episode. Take care of yourselves. Cheers now. Bye bye. All sounding good. About blooming time. This car has been an absolute pain in the bum.